Hey everybody, Dominic here. Just got back from the day one of the eFordability conference. I didn't present today. I will be presenting tomorrow on the use of cloud computing for collaboration in online courses. But I did want to share something from day one. There was a lot of great presentations, and one of them was from Wisc Online, which is an online resource for different learning activities that educators can pull into their courses. And they have a lot of really cool stuff that you can access, and that fits within the realm of OER. And I think it's definitely a resource that you want to take a look at, and it's also a resource that you can pull into your LMS, which I think is really interesting. So first, let me show you where Wisc Online is and show you some of the resources they have. So I'm going to jump over to my tab here. So first of all, the address is www.wisc-online.com. And when you get here, what you're going to see is, first of all, this library of activities here. These are their most popular activities. Up at the top, you can start browsing their games. You can play games that have already been built, or you can actually build your own interactive games that students could take part in. And they have other content up here. And you'll notice that over here on the left-hand side, you can actually search their content by topic. So if I am doing a manufacturing course and I'm looking for content that has to do with electronics, I can click on that topic and start browsing through the different content on that topic. Now, the type of content they have actually ranges quite a bit. And if you click on one of them, so I'll click on, let's see here, the superposition theorem. I don't know what that is, so let's click Watch Now to find out. So you click on that, and it will bring you to this sort of interactive experience. Now, some of these are more of just like step-by-step videos than anything else, but others have some actually interactive components to them. So I can click on Next down here and progress through. Right now I have my audio turned off, but these have narration, voiced over narration that goes with them. And these are ADA compliant. They do come with written transcripts for those students who may need them. But you can see here, I'm basically going through this interactive lesson. And I can jump over to all sorts of different topics here. Let me see if I can find one that I was looking at earlier. If I go to, let's see, protein synthesis. I think I was looking at this one earlier. I'll click Watch Now. And so you can see that you've got these kind of interactive visuals that kind of help to illustrate some of the ideas that the students need to understand and comprehend. So there's a lot of content that's on this website that you can utilize in your course. And so that's definitely worth taking a look at. Now, and most of the content does not use Flash, which is a good thing. There is still some content that they're trying to update, so it's not relying on Flash anymore. But as far as putting this content into your course, you could just grab the URL up here and put that URL into Canvas. That would be one way to do it. However, in addition to this, you can actually download the files and manipulate them from there. So you'll see that there's this little download option right here. If I click on that, the first time you do this, it will prompt you to sign in, and you can sign in with your Google account if you wanted to. And once you do that, I can click on Download. And that downloads this zip file to my computer. Now, if I want to put this into a Canvas course, here's what you're going to do. First of all, I'll go to my sandbox here. The way that we're going to upload this is actually as a SCORM file. And you don't really need to know too much about what a SCORM file is, but you can just follow these steps in order to upload it. So if I go to the settings of my course, here at CVTC, we have the SCORM LTI turned on for our whole account. but it's hidden in the course navigation. So we're going to unhide it. So I'll go over to navigation, scroll down to the bottom, grab SCORM, and drag it up. Okay. And when I hit save, you're going to notice that now there is a SCORM listing in the course navigation. Okay. So I'm going to click on SCORM, and then I'm going to click on upload in the top right. And we are going to upload that presentation that I was just looking at. So double click on that zip, and that uploads it into Canvas. Now, when you do this, when you upload it, it's going to have you choose what type of an item you want this to be. It's going to be an assignment, and you could make it either graded or ungraded. Okay, kind of up to you whether or not you want to make it a gradebook item. In this case, I just want my students to look at it. I don't want to give them a grade, so I'll click on ungraded and hit go. And when you do that, it basically is going to populate that as an assignment in your Canvas course. Okay, so now I'll go over to my modules, and we'll put this in the exceptional module of sensational wonderment. I'll click on plus sign. I'm in assignments, and if I scroll down here you can see protein synthesis. That's what I just imported through SCORM. Okay, so I'll hit add item, and we'll publish that. And now, if I'm a student, let's go pretend to be a student. I'll go to Home. I'll go to Student View. And let's go into the modules. And we'll go to Protein Synthesis. And here you will see that that activity is now embedded in my Canvas course. Okay, scroll down here a little bit. Looks like an embedded pretty big. So one thing I will say is that when you're doing these SCORM imports, your mileage will vary as far as how well it imports. In this case, I feel like it's, not, the sizing is not quite right. I can try to zoom out, maybe see if that helps at all. Not really. So what I will say is that you can try to import it as a SCORM and see if that works. If for whatever reason that's not really fitting the bill, then the alternative would be to simply grab the hyperlink here, grab that hyperlink, and then go into your Canvas course and just paste that link into your course and tell your students, click on this link to go out and do this activity. Wisc Online has some really interesting resources for you to access, and I would encourage you to take a look, because it's important that we as educators be aware of all of this free content that's out there that we can take advantage of, and find stuff that's going to meet our learning objectives and also provide new ways to engage our learners and provide a benefit to our instruction. So again, the address is let me get the actual address one more time. It is www.wisc-online.com. So go check them out, and thanks for watching.